And we are back for another episode of Big Six Bants. It was, of course, the daily transfer show. I'm joined by the man, Casey, Kiz, E, and Corey, where we are going to be discussing Arsenal's preseason game. We're also going to be discussing Sanchez to Chelsea, which is a done deal. Here we go from Fabrizio Romano. And, of course, the conversation of Arsenal. Do they need a striker? They need a striker. Is Eddie Nketiah good enough? He gets the goal against Monaco. So plenty of stuff to get into today. We've already got nearly 50 people in the house. So the first thing you don't need to do off the bat is just smash the like button. Upon entry, whether you're watching this back, whether you're watching it right now, hit the like button. And you don't even have to be reminded of it after the show or during the show. So make sure you also subscribe to us as well. We are nearly halfway on the way to 5,400 subscribers. So if you're new to the show or if you're a long-time watcher of the show and you still haven't subscribed, make sure you do hit that subscribe button and follow us up. Also, make sure you follow the Twitter and the Instagram as well, people. Make sure you follow up the socials, as there's going to be a lot more posts very soon as the start of the season arrives. Light goal today. What are we saying for the light goal today, man? No, we're thinking.
I'm saying 1+1 Arsenal, 2-2, 200. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm with that. Still.
200. How much did Sanchez cost Chelsea? They're quoting what? 20 mil?
I think it was 25.
20 million? Chat, let me know. Give us some figures. People. Let me know. But man, them. Arsenal won, Monaco won. Obviously, the game yesterday. I caught the highlights. I caught a little bit of the game as well as I was on the way to training. It looked a bit stale to me. I ain't gonna lie. It looked a little bit stale. In fact, before we get onto that as well, let me hit the comments as well. Big up Dominic in the house. He goes, we need to remember Arsenal was at home and they should have got beat with a fire emoji. Big up. Big up Joshua as well. He says, big up everyone in the stream. Big up YT as well. Big up E in the comments. Big up Marcus who goes, what's the secret club actually Liverpool and for the Caicedo thing? I saw a report, but no more noise. I don't even think it's been revealed like properly, but I saw a report. Big up KLFC as well. He says, big up the man. Then big up Honestly in the house. Neil Gunner as well. YT says, did you man see Mudrik's Neymar-esque touch versus Dortmund? Hope Liverpool's defense is ready. Oh, the little one touch thing has got...
The end product was meaty though.
Anyway. But when Diaz was doing it, they were calling him just a show. But anyway, what Chelsea might say about it.
I swear Anthony done the same rubbish.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
like, come on, man. Let's keep the same energy, people. Like, let's not act like
on his debut. On his debut, it was on his debut.
Yeah, Anthony done something like that. Yeah,
it was on his debut. Like, it's really not that deep. Really not that deep.
Big up John Anderson as well. Nathaniel says, big up. We needed a striker even when Jesus was fit as well.
Agree.
Like, hear it. Big up Motazo as well. He goes, big up, like the video. Big up Eddie as well. He says, hit them like, subscribe if you're new people. Also, big up Kings Mano as well. And big up Prince in the house, man. So listen, chat, make sure you get active as well, man. The tweet is out. So make sure you head over to Twitter and retweet the tweet as well, people. And that's for random on the panel as well. So just to start with Arsenal, let's start with whether Arsenal need a striker or not before we get. In fact, let's start with the game, because if we start with the game, then we can lead on to why, or if we think Arsenal need a striker. It was a bit boring, if I'm honest. A bit boring. Like, I'm gonna be real. I won't read into it too much, but Arsenal are looking a bit more hot and cold than they usually. Like, it's more hot and cold. Maybe that's because the midfield's new. And the midfield is not the same midfield, so the flow is a little bit different. But you lot just a bit hot and cold at the moment. Like, there's sometimes where I think, yeah, these men are going to smash everyone they play. And then there's other games where I think, that was boring. Like, who was going to get anything out of that game?
Listen, I saw what I needed to see from the players that I needed to see. Do you think
you agree with me? As an answer, do you man agree with me, or do you feel like that's just because of the new midfield?
I don't agree. I
don't agree. I think that we played all right.
Like, do you see when you said that sometimes you look at us and you're like, what's this? Is that during pre-season you said that?
Yeah, pre-season, not the last
okay,
season.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I agree. But I don't think it's a big concern because, like you said, the midfield's new, it's gelling, and it's only going to get better. Like, you could little pieces of what like what we're trying to do with Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. Odegaard would have started, but obviously Smith Rowe these minutes, so we played him.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's all it was. When Odegaard's there and everybody's there, you'll see it gelling. That's how it is. We're just amending things and just making sure everybody
Trying out things.
Yeah,
But the thing is, the notion is that obviously the squad has been vastly strengthened, so the drop off isn't that big.
It has, but there's people that haven't had minutes.
to mend in. Yeah, they need to gel.
Smith Rowe hasn't played football in how long? We know he's a good player, but he hasn't played football in time. He's gonna need time to get back. Cool.
Yeah,
people
but he's
like
not going to
Rice
get that
just
time.
joined the
He ain't
team.
going to get that. But this is when I say, when the season starts, I don't think he even gets that time.
Of course he does, bro. Carabao Cup, all these cups. Of course he's going to get those minutes.
In like 2 months.
Yeah, bro. You'll get Prem minutes as a sub. You know what I mean? Bro,
Yeah,
you'll just get minutes in it.
He'll get minutes somewhere. Like that's the whole point of being in 4 competitions. You're going to get minutes somewhere.
I don't know about all of that, man. I don't know about all of that. All I'm seeing is that I just feel like you guys don't look as venomous as last season. Like,
because we didn't have our Saka on, we didn't have Jesus playing, we didn't have our.
Even when I've seen Saka, even when I've seen the front three play, it's not as venomous. Again, it's pre-season, but because we
bagged 5 goals against Barcelona. How can you say we haven't been venomous, bro?
Yeah, bro. I said hot and cold for a reason.
Like,
as I said, if you man played against the Div 2 but German team, I said, what am I watching? And you man played against Barcelona, I thought, oh, that's when you played Barcelona, I thought, oh, that's more like it. Then when you played against Man U, I said, what the hell's going on there? Do you see what I'm saying? One game I'm thinking it's hard. The next game I'm thinking,
But Mons, you gotta bring it into context, though. You got to bring it into context. The context is that game against the German side. That was our first preseason game. Everybody fucked up their first preseason game. Well, most teams. Yeah, that's one. The only game I'll give you is the United game. United game, cool, I admit, that was looking peak. But the rest of the games, we beat MLS All-Stars 5-0, smoked them, smoked Barcelona 5-3, and then we drew to Monaco yesterday, and then won on pens. Like, it's been calm. Like, it's not been
Barcelona, by the way. That was a good game. But
bro, 5-3 is smooth, bro. If you win a game 5-3,
I watched that game.
Yeah, bro. But I'm saying, cool, we didn't smoke them off the park, but a 5-3 against Barcelona, bro.
Yeah, conceding 5 is not that.
Yeah, we scored 5 goals.
Oh, do you know what? That's the question I was going to ask. I wanted to ask how many games Barca had played, because obviously you said everyone fucked up in their first game. So call up the hour. Big up Joel with the $2 donation. What a super chat! It was Barca's first game.
Yeah, but their team. But wait, hold on. But they haven't got signings. They haven't made signings.
Hey.
They signed Gundogan.
That's the only one. That's the only one that played. You know how many signings?
Romeo was a new signing. Romeo didn't play for them. Romeo started.
Yes, Romeo, from Southampton.
No, you man, bro. When I mean starting, I mean people that are actually gonna play, like in the team. Yeah, Romeo's not gonna play.
So when you drew to Nuremberg, it was everyone fucks up. But when they played their first game, it was
because we're mending in. We're still mending in, bro. We played Havertz.
Yeah, no, Montel, cool. It was Barca's first game, but I don't get what that means.
Did you not hear what Kieran just said?
I heard what Kier says, but what does that mean? Like, because you're talking about for me. Now, so now I beat them, and now it doesn't mean anything.
All this context, but you just ignored it when it came to Barcelona.
But you didn't know that.
I've never ignored it. I said, cool, Barcelona played their first game, which is fair enough, but we're talking about me. I won the game. So forget what Barca done. I won the game. That doesn't show any signs of concern that I won a game. It don't make sense.
I don't think you don't look as strong in it. I just don't think you don't look as strong. Obviously, whether that goes into the season is a whole different conversation. I just don't think you don't look as strong. I'll be real.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? I think I'm looking at the midfield, and I think you guys are still trying to figure out the best midfield that works. Like the best, what's the most cohesive. I think obviously Odegaard's a big part of that, but the whole point is strengthening and spending the money you guys have spent. Is so that drop off is a lot less in it, like that. It's less of a drop off, which on paper 100% is. Do you know what I'm saying? Timber's getting a lot of minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know, man. What Kiers and Ethan and Corey, what do you man think on that?
I think it's they haven't gelled yet, innit? It's gonna happen. Yeah. I think it's pretty obvious gelled. You man were used to certain balance with Xhaka and Partey. Now, I'm not saying Rice is an improvement, but Rice has come in, still learning a new system. But yeah, it'll just take time, and I'm all here for it if you don't have a slow start. I think you're onto Simon, so I can't lie.
What was that? Because you know what, I won't even go into the reason why you think that. But
Boy.
yeah,
I don't think it's that deep. I think like as much as we've been on each other for this pre-season stuff, really and truly, I don't really care for it. You know, Arsenal, obviously, if they're going to be looking to challenge for the title, it may seem like they need to be winning every single game to get in that mood due to the fact that you've got such a strong City side.
But I lose don't.
But really and truly, it doesn't really matter. You've seen City go what, like 2-0, 3-0 down to some Japanese side. Yes,
But they
granted,
lost to Atletico.
They lost to Atletico as well.
But
Like,
again, but word to these man, they have treble invincibility. Like they got that treble shield.
I know
So
that's why we don't.
They could
I
lose
get
6-0.
that, but
They have that.
but someone
shield.
Montel, but someone who just looks at football for the facts, bro, could be like, that's like concerning. And their next game is a community shield game, and they're coming off the back of a loss where their star man starting.
And then
like,
somebody watching football would say they've beaten you 16 times in the last 17 meetings. So what does it mean? What does it matter? What does 4 mean?
yeah,
That's
like,
in
you
the
know what I mean? Yeah, that's in the Prem as well. In cup competitions, it's not that.
That's okay. That's true. But either way, for me personally, I don't really care for it, innit? I think you'll know where you know where
your last 3 games, that's a bit rich from you, Corey. You was caring.
Corey's been losing now. That's why I don't
caring. You see, when the wins were coming in, you was a bit more vocal, and now it's been 3 losses in a row. Now it's
But then next week I'll probably go with, like, this Saturday I'll probably win out of my 2 games that I've got. I've got a game on Saturday and Sunday. I'll most likely win one. But really and truly, we're talking about the start of the season.
But what if you lose both? What if you lose both, Corey?
If we lose both, really and truly, still, I don't care. This is the problem.
Yeah,
like,
that's fine. That's the one I wanted to hear.
I only started caring due to the fact that, like, people made it a thing. Like, really and truly, pre-season, yes, you win some, yes, you lose some, but it's not like I really don't care for it. How we start from the first 15 minutes will know how fit my team is and how ready my team is for this season, isn't it? And using this pre-season, if we're winning or losing, I can't 100% say that we're ready for the season. If I won all my games, I can't 100% say I'm ready for the season. If I lose all my games, you know, you see Liverpool win.
You should scroll back a few videos. This is a humble.
No, because I'll give you an example, bro. Like Liverpool, you've won the majority of your games, if I'm correct.
No, we've drawn. No, we've won most of them, but we've drawn and lost one.
Yeah, but the only big team you versed is Bayern, right?
Yeah, but we lost.
And you lost that. Right. So it's just like you've won all of these, you've won or drawn all of these games, you haven't really lost, and then you versed a big team in Bayern and lost that. Due to the fact that you changed your team, granted, for sure, I understand that. But really and truly, it don't really matter.
It doesn't. No, but it depends, though. It depends on the context, though. As I said, you've got to use the word context. I believe it matters if when it was my first team versus Bayern first team, we was better than them. We were much better than them. If from minute 1 to minute 90, we got barebacked, pause, then that's cause for concern. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, these men still want to somewhat win. It just depends how it's happened. You know what I'm saying? They won that game because infinitely.
I don't think from minute 1 to minute 90 any team's been barebacked, isn't it? Like obviously,
none of
us versus Arsenal was a different story. First 15 minutes they done their thing, and the rest of the game was all us. That's true. That's real. But besides from that, there hasn't really been a barebacking. That's the real thing.
That's cheeky.
But Corey can say that, bro.
The man know the real.
But his keepers conceded 5 goals in 2 games.
You're right, Casey. You're gonna win the Premier League. I'll be there for that.
You said it, not me. You said it, not me.
No, really, truly, I don't think City or Arsenal win the Premier anyway. But that's another discussion.
Oh wow. Okay.
What?
Yeah,
Corey, you're lagging, by the way. Corey, you're
you
lagging.
see, that's
I'm lagging.
that's the
See,
one
the
that you
FBI got
need,
him. The
man.
FBI got him.
They're the mini comments that Corey just slips into streams and then will deny like
No one knows the
3
line.
months
No one
down the
notices
line.
it.
Like
Real
3
talk.
months down the line,
I'm
Corey will be
I'm
like,
glad
he
that
never said this.
150
What
people
team
saw
did I
that.
say? What team did I say?
You just said
Corey,
you never said a team.
Corey, jump in and jump out and then say what you need to say because your connection's bugging. I think the FBI heard his foolishness and they just thought, let me just
Check on work on for the shoot.
cut his Wi-Fi, man. Just cut his Wi-Fi out, man. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean,
I want to speak briefly on Eddie, fam. I can't even lie, because Eddie.
because that's the striker part of it as well. That's
Yeah,
what
Yeah,
you need
let's leave it to that.
Man even done the little Henri on a friendly. Done the little Henri leaning
I'm
on the
telling man,
corner
boy,
flag.
listen.
That's monumental, fam.
He's
So,
this.
let's move on to that then. Do Arsenal need a striker?
We
Do
don't.
Arsenal need a
Yeah.
striker?
No,
Yes.
they don't need.
We
Yes.
don't.
No,
Yes.
you don't.
Yes, we do.
You can explain why you don't think so. Sorry, you think so. I'll explain why I don't.
All right, because I've always stop being
Yeah.
weird. I've
Go on.
always said Arsenal need a new dynamic, right? Arsenal have needed a new dynamic in games where the sometimes you need to get just the long ball, get up to a tall striker that can hold it up. Yes, we have that in Havertz, someone that can play up top and take the ball down and decent in the air. But at the end of the day, I personally don't think that Havertz is a striker. So I want someone like an Ivan Toney that can be a nuisance up top, press, take the ball down. It's a good striker, good in the box. Like, to me, that's what Arsenal need, as well as a Jesus. Because Jesus, them two could play together. It's not even a mad thing to say Jesus and Tony play together. Like, bro, that's what we need in it. Yeah. That's what
I think Eddie's come a long way though. No props to
Eddie, bro, big up Eddie. But if I'm trying to get to the next level, Eddie can get to that next level, and that next level for me is getting the 20 goals effortlessly, bro.
Let me explain to you why we don't need a striker, right? The reason why we don't need a striker is because Casey, like you said about the level, you're right. We do need to get to that next level, but we don't need to get to it yet. This is what people aren't getting. City, before Haaland, their last big striker was who? Who was it? Negredo.
Yeah, big striker. Are you talking about big striker or are you talking about
like just like a proper number 9? But obviously it was Aguero before.
Dzeko.
But like, yeah, Dzeko, right? Cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not comparing Eddie to Aguero. That's, please, like, understand what I'm saying here. Yeah, cool. Having two types of number 9s like Jesus and Eddie, we do not need somebody to get 20 goals. We need somebody to play the way that Jesus plays, like Eddie does, and just chip in with goals like Jesus does. And I promise you, if Eddie was to play the same amount against Jesus, he probably even bags more.
He does.
Eddie don't miss that many chances like Jesus does. So he bags more. So, and bro, Eddie is our backup striker. So if our backup
natural striker, isn't it?
Exactly. So if our backup striker is projected to get more goals than our main striker, bro, why would you want us to get rid of him? He's one of the best backup strikers about.
Bro, Tony, you're not getting it, Kane.
Tony, bro, Casey, if Tony had the same minutes that Eddie's been having, he bags
Tony
the same goals.
Tony bags more. Tony can do what NKetiah can do. Give him a season at Arsenal, Tony will do what NKetiah can do.
But bro, it's not to the same stat. I'm telling you, bro, people need to understand what Eddie does.
I rate what Eddie does, bro.
Tony can't do that, Casey.
Ethan touched on it yesterday. His movement is elite, in it. That's one thing that Eddie has. Like, his movement in the box, like he knows what he's doing, innit? I'll give him that. I've seen him do it plenty of times, bro.
Elite.
Yeah, and that's another.
Yeah, Montel, I would say it's elite still.
This is another Tony,
or just below that, very good. Like, bro, he's one of the best. Like, in the box, I'm just talking about movement in the box.
Back yourself. It is elite.
Hold on a second. Elite movement in the box. Yeah.
Yes, bro.
You know that's bad.
You've got like Cristiano Ronaldo even now. That's got elite movement in the box.
Eddie has. I promise you, movement in the box. I promise you.
Corey, just watch him, G. Corey,
This is what I'm
watch it.
saying. People don't watch it.
Corey, watch
Elite-
most
No,
of
no,
his
you know what
goals.
elite is?
Elite.
We're talking elite is like the prime Cavani's, the Ibras, you can even bro, we're not talking elite,
That's
like
not a
the
crazy
best, like the
elite,
best of the best, the
bro.
top 4 or 5 in the world. Elite.
All right, cool. Somebody said this a while back as well, yeah, and it's true. If Eddie was to get sold to a club for like 60 mil and done what he's doing for Arsenal as a starter, people would not have a problem. But because he's homegrown and stuff like that,
I think Eddie's great. You man know this. I like Eddie Nketiah.
he's the perfect backup. He's
Let's
the
not push
perfect
the boat out with elite movement. Why we associate an elite movement?
Hey,
If
do
he
you
had
know
elite
what elite
he would be.
movement
How about
is?
this? If his movement was elite, like someone like Haaland, if his movement was elite, I promise you, he would be playing ahead of. You would mold your squad around him.
No. Because having a
You know
movement
what
is
elite
one
movement
aspect
is?
of the game.
Because
You need
because
to
he's a
have
good
other
finisher.
aspects.
He's
If
a
you
good
can
finisher.
finish and you're an
He's
elite
a good, but he's
movement,
not an excellent or elite finisher.
He doesn't need to, bro. If you have elite move, how about this? Salah's not, bro. People like Salah have great movement and are
not
very
elite.
good finishes, but not. I can't even say elite because I see the amount of chances a man misses, bro.
No,
Eddie
but I would say
Nketiah-
Nketiah has better movement than Salah. I'll
No,
be
he
real.
doesn't. No, he doesn't.
No,
I'll be real.
not.
I think he does.
No, he doesn't.
I think
Again,
he
it's
does.
You're underrating Eddie's and
Oh my
none of
God.
them underrating Eddie's though.
I think he
You know,
does.
do you know who that Liverpool side who's got
It
elite
doesn't mean
movement?
that he's a better player by any
Jota's
stretch.
got elite movement. Jota has elite movement, bro. Elite.
You don't need to put
And
man
you
on a
can finish
pedestal
it
next to other man, but
Yeah, thank
Eddie
you.
Nketiah-
You don't need to do that.
The man are just throwing around the word
100%
elite.
movement is
The man are
down.
throwing the word elite
All right,
around.
cool. His movement is top tier. It's top tier. Can we agree on that?
No, he's just got very good
It's
movement.
calm.
I'll
It's just
put it at
calm.
that. He's got
Man
very
said
good
it's just
movement.
calm.
Listen, calm. Yeah, that's where I bait. That's where I just bait, man.
It's calm.
That's the proof you don't
And
watch
that's when
Eddie.
I think he's got better movement than Mo Salah.
It
Yeah.
is.
I don't know, but bro, like I said, the point is, bro, he's a perfect backup 9. That's the point.
Right, oh my.
And
I don't know,
Casey,
but
I agree. Casey,
fair
I
play.
agree with you. In due time, when we're competing for trebles and whatnot, like City are, Eddie would need to go. I admit that, and we would need to get another number 9. But for now, where we're at now, Eddie is calm. Eddie's so calm. Trust me.
Yeah,
Look,
that's
the
why-
man
why
is
do we
saying
want
better
that?
than Salah.
Corey,
Like,
Corey,
no
is
one's
that
saying that
Yeah.
Nketiah is better
Why
than
is
Salah.
it
This is
on
what's
there?
killing me.
In his game, or is it just like
This
he's
is
not?
what's
he's
killing
not
me,
of a
fam.
high
Casey,
talent?
Casey,
That was-
Casey, by the
He's
way,
not good at
Yo.
by the way, somebody that you love, yeah, that you bigged up this whole entire time from watching football from young, yourself closer. You are about to say elite movement that this guy had is on par with Eddie Nketiah. This is what you're telling me now.
No, but fam, you're
Wait,
talking
bro,
about like
please,
the
look
gods
at
in
the
the.
man-
You're talking
wait,
about gods in the box.
wait,
Though. You're literally talking about,
Right,
bro. You're talking about the best to ever do it in the box. G.
Casey.
Like,
No,
you're-
no,
This is elite. This is elite,
Bro,
bro.
but again, how about this? There's even man better than Closer, and who have done
Yeah, I
it
know,
for longer.
no, but I'm saying that level, like, bro, Miroslav Klose was one of the best to do it in the box.
Yeah,
I'll
bro,
be real.
like,
In my
yeah,
opinion,
Miroslav
my
Klose,
humble opinion. G.
Thomas Muller, Lewandowski, Karim Benzema, them
Yeah,
Suarez.
Montel, I'm not
them
saying
man-
he's the. Oh yeah,
Elite
let's
movement
release
wise.
Montel. I
Listen,
see
it,
what you
Casey,
lot
you're
are
getting
saying.
sucked
Yeah,
into it.
yeah.
You're getting sucked
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it.
No,
No,
Casey,
it's-
Casey,
man
I
have
understand.
posted
I
goals.
Yeah,
Man have posted
they've ran with the word elite and just
Elite.
just
You
ran
started
with it.
mentioning bare
Yeah,
names
ran
and
with it,
comparing to Eddie.
bro. Just
Yo,
Montel.
you man are scary.
My point is, he's one of the best in the Prem in terms of movement. Strikers, he is one of the best in the Prem
He's not even top
in
5.
terms of
He's not top
movement.
5.
No
So
way.
what five
even
strikers
top
have better movement? What 5 strikers have better movement than him?
Strikers or attackers, bro? Because
Strikers, bro. Because Eddie's a striker. He's a number 9, bro.
like, okay, I'd say Haaland's already got better movement. I'd even say Nunes
Yeah.
has better movement. I'd say
Yeah,
I
Jota's
agree.
got better movement.
100% Jota.
I'd say
100%.
Jota's got
Okay,
better movement. Who else?
I'd
in the
even
front
say
then?
Jota's even better than Haaland in movement. I'll be real.
No,
And that's not even a joke.
Yeah, no way.
And
No way.
you think
No
it's a
way.
stretch, but it ain't even a joke, bro. It's just his finish is
Yes,
not
it
in par
is,
with
yeah.
Haaland. That real talk.
Aye, that's disrespectful, Montel. Bring up Section's comment though. That's disrespectful. I'll be real.
Which one?
Man, cheeky, fam. Man said
Which one?
Hoyland beats Nketiah. Who's better?
Brother, stop. No.
Actually-
This is what I don't want. No. That's not a thing. This is
Someone
not the
said Ollie Watkins. That one's killing me. He had a good season, to be fair. Oh, Callum Wilson.
Callum Wilson.
Better
That is a
movement.
shout. That is
No,
a
not
shout.
better movement. Not
Listen,
better movement.
Even Jamie Vardy. Even Vardy's got better movement.
Yeah.
than
Vardy's not in the Prem, so please.
He was
In the-
last season,
in
Joe.
the Prem, who has better movement than him? You can't name me
Okay.
5 names.
Jota.
You're struggling
even
to
think-
name 5 names.
Wait,
Tells me
No, I didn't. I'm not struggling.
So I'm gonna go. Jota, Haaland,
Kane,
Darwin
Nunes,
I'm gonna
Haaland.
I'm gonna
I'd even
throw-
say
I'm gonna
even
throw-
Jesus has got better movement
I'm
than
gonna
Nketiah.
throw. Hold on. I'm gonna throw Tony in there. I'm gonna throw Ivan Tony
Bro,
in there.
months. Hey,
I'm gonna
Better
throw Mick-
movement. No, Tony's just a better player, bro.
yeah, under
I
bro.
think-
movement-
You know what it is?
movement.
You know what it is?
I
Yeah,
agree to that.
they're meshing a better player with that
No, I'm not.
solely
I'm not
movement.
saying, bro. I'm not talking about player. No, that's what you think. Again, you lot have the Arsenal shades on, and you're talking about because man's poached a few goals and he's better, and you ain't seen good movement from the likes
Poached
of
a
Jesus
few.
and other man.
This is what I'm saying. It's just-
Montel,
That's poached a few
Montel,
goals.
his
He's
whole
poached a few goals, bro.
career,
Very
a
disrespectful.
few.
Man.
He's poached a few
Oh,
goals. He ain't got more than 30 goals in the Prem.
Goals, bro. Do you know
He
how
ain't got
many
more than 30
goals?
goals in the Prem. I've seen Haaland score more tap-ins in one season. What are you talking about?
All right, bro.
I've seen man score more tap-ins in one season than what he's got in his whole career
Forget
For
Montel,
Arsenal.
it's fine.
in all comps.
The fact that you said Wilson, that's when I did it off. I'll be wrong. When you said
Wait,
Wilson,
hold on a second. I just gave you 5, and that's just off random. I'm not even
Who
saying
was the- what was the
that's
5
in
you said?
chronological order. I said Haaland, I said Jota, I said Kane, I said Nunes,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
I didn't
even
say
said
Harry Kane.
I said bro, I even said Jesus has got better movement than Nketiah. Bro, I'm not even getting in.
Jesus done a better
I've got
movement
so
than
much more. There's so much more. But by the way, I'm not saying Nketiah's got crap movement. By the way, I'm not saying
Yeah, I
that.
know.
Next time I'm gonna hear Weghorst is up
Oh.
there.
No, what?
But that's
Why
not
would
the point. That forget whether he has elite movement or not or whatever. Like I said, the point is the fact that he's a calm backup striker. And if
He
it's
is.
being built,
I'd agree to that.
He is.
I think
He
he is. But
So
you might
what-
want to sell him, no?
no,
Yeah,
but
I
no-
agree. Giroud was the best we had. But man, I'm saying peel off. Bro, Mitrovic can pin a defender, bro. That's what Mitrovic is king of. Pinning
Man
a
said-
defender.
wait,
and
man is saying
that's
Mitrovic
not
Mitrovic
movement.
Oh, bro, this is what I'm saying.
This is what I mean, fam.
Mitro don't have
How
any
did
movement.
I
He
get
doesn't have any
deluded
movement.
when I'm
He don't have
hearing
any
people say
movement.
Mitrovic has better movement? How is that
No,
possible?
he doesn't. He doesn't. I even say Danny Ings has elite movement.
This is
Not
this is
not
a bit
not
like,
elite. No, stretch.
how can you
I'll stretch
call me
it.
deluded and you want to
Let's
say
move on, man.
Not
how?
elite, but better movement than
At
Nketiah.
one point, Ings was at one point Ings was that guy, but that was like 3 years ago. That wasn't really
Man said,
when he was
man
at
said Mitro peel
Southampton.
off a defender. That is killing me, fam.
Bro,
Mitro is the king of pinning,
no
though.
defender, bro.
He's the king of pinning a man
put it in the
down.
poll. Hold on, let's
No
do
homo.
it. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll.
Yeah, man. So you
tired
love
of this.
these polls, you know, dog.
Oh,
Hey, you know
so,
what? I
bro,
heard this funny thing today about polls, isn't it? Polls just make polls they're always fools. They just make you feel better when you if you get what you want.
bro, how about this? I've heard Casey and Kids ask now. Let's put it in a poll. Now that your guys know.
Just
Now that your guys know.
That's not our
Now it's
benefit.
all
Yeah,
BS.
it's
Do you know what it is,
it's-
Kay?
it's
When I
never
say
to our
that,
benefit.
does the poll get risen? Let me know.
I don't
It
see
does.
any
It has
I don't
been
see-
risen. It has been risen.
It's not.
I've
But
only seen
when
one
Casey's
positive
rested,
poll
nah.
towards the 10
But
negative.
when Casey
Bro,
just
man,
saying
bro,
Welbeck.
bro.
Welbeck has good movement, though. That's now that makes sense.
Yeah.
Pope's hamstring. I hear that. He has good movement. I wouldn't say he's elite or anything, but that's the type of players. But
But
I'm
that's the fact that same with Nketiah. I
I'm
wouldn't say it's
hearing-
elite, but he's got good movement. That's as far as it goes.
Who,
with
Nketiah?
bro. Yes, that's as far as it goes. with Nketiah.
Nketiah is clear of Welbeck in terms of movement. He's clear of Welbeck. He's in the very good / top tier. Very good / top tier of the Prem.
That's Nketiah, bro.
Just for movement.
There you go. By the way, people, there's 140 people in the house right now, and we're only sitting on 68 likes.
Oh,
I
look,
need you guys
Montel
to
said
bump up
elite
the like.
movement. Now you just, I get it.
No, but what you
know.
said elite movement. So what you
It's
talking
all right.
about?
I'll vote yes.
Basically, what are you talking about? Elite movement is the argument. What are you talking about?
No problem, G.
Oh, now that you've read it, does it sound crazy more now that you've read it?
No, bro, it sounds. This is it, Eddie.
I think Casey acknowledged that NKetiah hasn't got elite movement, innit? I think he acknowledged the fact that elite was a term that was a bit of a stretch.
Look, man, Ethan, you got people saying they're gonna withdraw their likes. This is not it.
That's the last for Eddie's movement.
Like, it's crazy.
Okay, reverse
I'm
it.
saying,
Get
I don't know
Ethan off
anymore,
comments, man. Get Ethan off comments once. He's trying to ruin us. He's playing against us.
So cheap.
bro, he's against us, bro. He's literally playing against us. But listen, let's just off of NKetiah for a moment. I think that Gabby Jesus' injury isn't that mad, innit? Like, so if it was a bad injury, I'd say Arsenal need to go and get a striker ASAP. But as long as Gvardiol Jesus is coming back within the first 4 weeks of the season, I don't think it's as mad as everyone says it is.
Facts.
Eddie can come in for 4 games, man. It's not like he's coming in for the whole season.
It's not even 4.
And so can Havertz and Trossard. That's what I'm looking at. Havertz and Trossard can also go.
You've got Trossard full snap there. We've got bare options. But man, I'm saying we need to buy a whole new striker. Who will we buy?
But I do like Tony, bro. Like,
but
Tony,
we can't get Tony. We can't get him. So that's what I'm saying.
January, Kate.
Nah, bro. There's no point. Apart from Tony.
But that's another discussion. That's a January discussion.
There's no one on the striker market right now that we can get to be that guy that competes with Jesus. That is no one there, bro.
I think you buy like a winger / striker, innit? Like a creative winger.
Bro, I'm telling you, it'll be next season, summer. That's when we'll go for the Tonys or the Oshimens or people like that. Be next summer. Right now, we're baked off. Trust me.
Boy, I don't know, man. Just going back to
that's a Raul Jimenez.
Obviously, Rice looked like he had a decent game as well. Rice looked like he had a very decent game. Do you feel like Rice is now just ready to kind of just get into that starting 11 and kick on?
Yeah,
that's it, bro. 100%. That's it. Once he's with the big ballers, the ODs, the Parties, and the Sackers, and once you get the full-fledged starting 11 week in, week out, same players, he'll cook. And
what did I tell, man? He played in the 8 yesterday. What did I tell, guys? This is what I'm saying. It'll be Rice in the 8, Partey DM, and it'll be Odegaard on that other side.
And he played cold in the 8.
Okay, from what I saw,
he was advanced. What do you mean, Monto? You not see that cross? That sweat across the box. If Eddie got there, that's what Xhaka used to do.
That was a good job.
That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't throughout the game. From what I saw in that first half, he wasn't that.
Yeah, but because he's learning.
I think that works for him, though. He's not.
Who you talking about, Montel? Sorry. Who talking about? All right.
Yeah, no, Mont, it's not going to be as advanced as Odegaard. It'll be a bit more deeper, but I'm saying he's going to be in that final third, in and around there.
He's going to be there, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was Rice's passing like? I didn't watch the game, innit? Was he passing forward?
95% passing that
sideways.
95%.
Yeah, there's only 2 passes he messed up, calls out like 40 or something.
He played very well. I can't lie. He played very well.
Was the majority of his passes forward, by the way? Because I'm hearing that he was just side to side.
Well, if you watch
I went side to side, bro. Obviously, he tried. He got chance created. He created chances as well. Like, bro, he's there, innit?
That's what when you pay the big bucks, I expect that, though, innit? Like, you've got to be able to.
Yeah, I know.
Of course.
Yeah. Let's see. Anyway, season starts on Saturday, basically. So Sunday.
We'll see, boy.
That's it. Community Shield season starts, bro.
There you go, fam.
When's the game this weekend, isn't it?
Sunday, 4:00. Man, and be there, be scared. Get your popcorn out. All of that.
What channel?
I won't be there, actually, fortunately.
Oh, you're not there, cause?
No, I won't be there.
Right,
sorry, bro.
You can catch the highlights. It's calm.
No, I don't really care, to be honest.
Oh, you don't care?
No.
So if I was to lose that game, I'm not going to be hearing a single thing from you.
I don't really care.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
By the way, Kay, you count this as the trophy, or?
Bro, of course not. That's a you thing.
Just so I know.
It's trophy.
It's
a nickel down. No, it's just a nickel down.
It's a shield. Yeah, it's a shield.
Next case.
Literally, Corey. It's just I bring it out on a sunny day. You know that when you have a shiny object and you can reflect it into someone's eye. I'll do that, and then I'll just tuck it away after that. I'm only doing that just to spite you, innit? It's just a quick one.
So you're not counting as the trophy, are you?
No. Just a little grab.
Yeah,
Oh, it's just not a
just a
trophy.
little one. Just a little one.
Yeah, it's just a grab.
Okay, just so I know, just making sure. Just so
It's
I
an
know,
honour,
it's
though.
gonna be going on
It's an
going
honour,
forward,
though.
isn't it?
Like, bro, I can't stop if they add it to the honours list. That's nothing to do with me.
I don't think it does.
I don't control that. Oh, that's fine then. Whatever it is, innit?
I don't think it goes under major honors. I don't think so.
No, it's not a major honour. No.
Yeah, so it doesn't really count to the trophy collection.
Scaring me. Anyway, big up Hicks for the super chat with the super chat. He goes, big up everyone. He goes, yo, Ethan and Kiz. Guys, we're gonna move on from the Arsenal talk. We're gonna move on from the Arsenal talk.
Man, I'm bored. Bro, you're all gonna be watching my game. Sorry, Montel, just to interject, yeah. You're all gonna be watching my game. So let's not act like you don't care, you this and that. You're gonna lock in, everyone's got live score, everyone's gonna be there, everyone's gonna send me the message if I concede. So let's not act like this is nothing to you lot, bro. You're all there for my games.
But the reality is,
please stop, G.
It's a commitment.
Like, let me know, fam. Let me know. Are you committed to just grabbing me? Like, no homo. You can just committed to grab it? Like, I'm back, fam. Back.
No, bro. I thought we was doing the line thing, like, but you was actually being honest with what you said, Casey. You're gonna count it as a trophy. So, bro, I'm being honest too, bro. It's calm. I won't grab you. I won't grab you if you lose. Why would I do that?
Say that.
Cool.
Boy, I don't know, innit? Just 50 moving on. Chelsea have signed. Well, basically got the here we go for Sanchez from Brighton to move over to Chelsea for about 20 million. I mean, for competition for Kepa, so it looks like Kepa's still going to be the first choice keeper, and Sanchez will be the backup. That don't move me, innit? I'll be honest. That does not move me at all. Random opinions, innit? It don't move me.
It's completely.
It's not that it moves me, but it's decent though. Like it's not bad, innit?
Nah, that's dead. I'm sorry.
Just all right.
Dead.
I think
it's just all right. Like he's not bad, innit?
Bro, the fact that Sanchez, bro, how can Sanchez be your main keeper? Like as Chelsea Football Club, like come on, bro, man. That's not. It's not good enough. It's nowhere near.
To be fair, they've always been known for having a.
This is what I'm saying. It's Chelsea. They're a big club. They're a big club. How are you having Sanchez as your number one, and Kepa as your replacement? That's dead.
No, it's calm, man.
Well, Kepa might start, so I don't know what's the angle.
Either way, whether Kepa starts or Sanchez starts, they're both not good enough. So that's not good enough. I'll be real.
Yeah, that's another sign. Livramento. Cold.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I don't know, man. I think as a keeper, I'm looking at Kepa here, and he just doesn't convince me. And then I'm looking at Sanchez, and he didn't even convince De Zerbi. Now that doesn't mean to say that Sanchez is a bad goalkeeper. He's a good shot stopper, but for Chelsea Football Club and where they're trying to get back to, do they need just a good shot stopper? That's what Kepa is, just a good shot stopper.
I didn't know Portugal was playing out from the back though.
He does play out from the back.
Cool's violating. Yeah, Cool's violating.
I don't think he does. What does he want to?
He does. He pings it to the wing backs, man. It's the wing backs, bro. Not this. The centre backs don't really take it, bro. But the wing backs there, man. They're taking that.
Bro, Poch plays out
from the back.
That's even worse. That means that's even worse.
My point, kids, that's my point. Obviously, Poch, I'm not saying he does it to the extent of certain other managers. Poch still plays out the back. The centre backs do get the ball and they distribute.
So
the thing is, Sanchez can do that. I swear, he had a little experience at Brighton, just a little.
Nah, Sanchez cannot play up from the back. No way.
But not regularly, but
not be able to play out at all. But he can play a little bit. He's not.
He can play a little bit at Chelsea. You need to. That Chelsea's now a big club. It's elite level. You can't be able to do it for a little bit. Like
who knows? But like Corey said, who knows if we're gonna play out from the back? We don't know.
No, but it's whether bro. If Poch does that, he's gonna do it. Like he's not gonna switch it up. Like if that's a system, that's a system, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I think, like you said earlier, if they were really gonna try and play out from the back, they'd go after Ray or something. Like they've got the bread, and goalkeeper is one of the most important positions.
It's true, but I'm struggling to understand that Sanchez signing.
They should have went for Raya. Why didn't Chelsea go for Raya?
They should have still. They should have. It's the perfect key, bro. Raya, bro, he'll literally slot in, bro. I swear, Brentford and Chelsea are basically opposite next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so literally he's right around the corner from Brentford. He'll be starting for Chelsea. Like they should have got Raya. Literally.
West London derby.
But boy, it's completely bad, man. Sanchez, Kepa's a number 2. They're lucky that they're in just the Prem. If they was in Champions League or something, boy.
Also, breaking news: Gvardiol looks like his move to Man City is basically done. Just that's breaking news, so we'll probably cover that for the remaining part of the video. Gvardiol and Diaz, is that the back 2 established?
Yeah,
Is that the back?
That's established for the next 10 years or so.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Gvardiol's on. We'll see what he's on. Come to the Prem.
Do you reckon he gets involved into the team though?
Huh?
I was gonna say, didn't Leipzig play with a back 3 or not?
Good question.
No, it's a back 2. No, they played with a back 3 when they had Mukiele, Kanate, and
Upamecano.
What's the other one? Upamecano.
Ah,
But I don't know if they do now.
I think it was a 4, yeah.
I was a back 4.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well,
City watched them 7-0 both games. I don't think they was playing the back 3.
It wasn't both games. They wished them in one game, but
Was it one game? Sorry, one game. 7-0.
well, then we
Either way, Gvardiol
Corey, you lost 7-0.
look good in it.
Yeah,
I stop it. Stop
I
it.
have some respect to you. That's what I'm saying. Teams can have those days, innit? Teams can have those days.
Oh, so wait, hold on a second. When I had that day, it was my defense stinks. Salah this, Gakpo this, all of that stuff. Like
Of course,
Martinez is a fraud. Salah,
Corey, let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. I'll never let that. That is never dropping. That 7-0 is never.
Yeah, like man trying to downplay it, like that way.
Yeah, like,
You just heard 7, and
bro,
that's
something that will stay with us for life.
7 in your back, Ronaldo. That's it. End of story.
Yeah, but it doesn't. But it doesn't define. It doesn't define your back line though. Completely.
Yeah,
no, for sure not.
You know what I'm saying? People were just saying you conceded a high amount of goals. I think it was 3 times in the season, innit? That's what people were saying when it was saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
With me, Leipzig, I don't actually know their defensive record like that. I just know in the Champions League, obviously, the one time they did get washed up. But before that, they looked quite solid. And obviously, he had a good World Cup. Me, I think Gvardiol's overrated. Other people think he's the guy. I don't think anyone's watched him enough to say he's the guy, apart from that.
That's what I agree. That's why I said I'll wait for him to come Prem.
Yeah, like, I want to wait till I see because
past judgment. Yeah,
bro, because Kula Backshots was the guy.
No, I think
Koulibaly was the guy.
I think we've all seen enough, bro. You've watched him in the World Cup. We watched the World Cup. He excelled for Croatia, and then Leipzig. He didn't do too well the second half. I remember the first half they were playing pound for pound for City.
Pound for pound.
Too bad. Yeah, the first half, first game.
So going pound to pound with City is something to credit the centre back for.
No, not at all. But he held his own against City's attack.
So holding his own against City.
I can't remember. I think it was him or his centre back partnership. Done up Haaland. They kept Haaland mad quiet that game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So.
Joe Gomez has kept Haaland quiet for a whole 90 minutes. Is he the guy?
I don't get your point,
bro. Like you said, you've seen enough of him, but all you mentioned to me is the World Cup because the other piece of evidence you gave me was a good half against Haaland. What does that mean?
Joe Gomez at one point was a good centre back. He was a player.
No, but Ethan, Gvardiol's 77 million, bro. This is Harry Maguire money. Like this is you can't just be a good centre back for half a game or a good centre back at a World Cup. I've seen Maguire do that.
Bro, I'm not saying he's the guy.
Still 21, but you might remember at the World Cup, bar that little Messi incident, he was wearing a mask, and Mandem was saying he was the ish. Mandem was saying he
so
was
I'm expecting Van Dijk level because that's the last person I called the guy.
Yeah, well, could well be, bro. It's that deep. He's 21.
Gvardiol's gonna be like Van Dijk.
That's what
I'll be there. I'll be there.
That's the impact.
I'll be there.
I'm
not
going to say that he does Van Dijk
I'll be
stuff,
there
but he needs that level of impact.
Yeah, well, he better be. Man's 100 mil, fam.
By the way, Ethan, I'm grabbing you. I'm personally grabbing you now because you actually support City, which is weird, by the way.
By the way,
support City, and you're talking as if Gvardiol is just next Van Dijk. I'm there.
Is he Van Dijk level? And I said he could be. So where did you jump to the conclusion that he was Van Dijk level?
That wasn't your response at the start, bro. That wasn't it.
Oh, I came out and said he's Van Dijk's level.
Bro, you
said
said he's
there.
the it. And then Casey said the last time someone was the ish was Van Dijk. And you was like, well, what does that mean?
He could.
It's like again,
historically, Gvardiol don't buy dead centre backs, is it?
Yeah, that's fine, and you're right to say that.
No one said
denying that. But my
why
point
is he all of a sudden the guy after
saying
a
that
good
he's
World Cup?
the shit and that's it? Yeah, it's not that.
It's not about him being the guy.
No one watches Leipzig. No one watches Leipzig.
On these big stages, for example, Champions League and World Cup, we always look for young stars and who looks good. Gvardiol at the World Cup was excelling in that Croatia team. He was looking very composed. He was getting spoken about. He continued to form, I think, to a degree at club level. And in the Champions League, he done all right against City. By the
way, so is Onana the guy?
Why did you say?
Let me know that. Is he the guy? The guy.
Onana got sent home from Cameroon. What are you talking about?
No. The guy. He just come from a Champions League final and a great Champions League run.
And he's had a very good season. He's been performing at a good level. So I expect him to. I don't get
the guy.
It's very disrespectful to think that, but I'll be real, Gvardiol's been doing this before even the World Cup. There wasn't just the World Cup where he said, okay, you look at this guy, he's hard. People speak about before the World Cup.
Yeah, he's got clout on his name.
Yeah, he's definitely got clout. He's been about.
I get that, K, but I'm just saying, for 77 M, he better be Van Disney, fam.
How many years has he got clout? Has he had this clout?
I've seen for about
1 year old.
Bro, he was even.
I just want to know. Hold on. How many years he had this clout?
I'm saying because he was even meant to go Chelsea before City. Don't forget, man. Then he was meant to go Chelsea.
Listen, I'm not hearing that.
That's what I'm saying.
How long has he had this clout on his name?
That's my point, bro. Since he was linked to Chelsea, I don't know. Was that 2 years ago? I think it was.
You know how long he's been at Leipzig for?
How long?
He's been at Leipzig for 2 years.
Yeah, that's fine. I never said anything about that. The hell?
Where was he before then?
You weren't even there. It doesn't matter. He came in for
Kanate. Like, I don't get it.
I'm back. What's your man's point?
Bro, he's been about. It's been more than a year, bro. That's my point.
Bro, our point is, this man is he the guy? Of course not. Is he a centre back with the potential? Does he have potential? Crazy potential? Yes. At 21, he's had a good World Cup.
If you agree that he's not the guy yet, what? I don't get your point. No one said he's the guy. Everyone said he looks good.
Yeah, no one said he's like the main guy and like he's this, that. Like no one said that, bro. You just said he's a good signing.
You're going on like he's the guy. Casey mentioned the Van Dijk comparison, and you shrugged your shoulders and gone maybe.
Tell me what I said to make out that he's the guy. I said he had a good World Cup. He excels in certain things, and he looked good in the World Cup. But whenever I said he's the guy, you went asking if he could have been Van Dijk. I said he could be.
Wait, hold on a second. I just looked at his whole career. He's only established himself for 2 years. I just had a. Man was at Dynamo Zagreb
1 year.
The Dynamo Zagreb 2. Dynamo Zagreb 2 got told.
No. Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny? We're not saying putting those exact words in your mouth, but we're saying you're insinuating because when we said, he's good, but he's just not the guy. Now we're being told we're disrespectful for saying that. He's had clout on his name. He's been around for 2 years.
Because Mons, you were saying that because he had just a good World Cup, it means that he's this big thing. I'm saying before even.
I like this part.
The justification.
This is my favorite part. It's my favorite saying. Go. Carry on. This is my favorite saying.
For the justification for saying all this just doesn't make sense to me because yes, he had a good World Cup, but no one on this panel or barely anyone in the chat has sat there and watched this guy bar a few Champions League games. And when every time we bucked these men in the Champions League, I ain't seen much. I've seen he's looked good at times and he has clout on his name for a decent season this season and a very good World Cup. But now all of a sudden, 100 mil or 90 million euros or whatever, how much his price is. Like
that's what you pay. That's premium price for the young up and coming buzz. When you got buzz around, you got clout around your name. Big clubs are willing to pay big bucks
Yeah,
When I
I
went
know
to
Is that right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Is
Corey,
that right?
Corey, tell me, Corey, you've done that with Sancho, you've done that with flipping Anthony Retete. What? I don't get it.
You might don't want to hear that. You might didn't want to hear that. You didn't want to
Yeah,
hear
because
that.
they turned out to be poo. If
Hold on a second.
Anthony and
Hold on a
Sancho
second.
turned out to
Hold on
slap,
a second.
you wouldn't
At
hear
least
no
man
one
was
talk about their name.
dignified. Sancho was
That was justified.
It was clear.
Yeah,
Balling
Sancho was
out
justified,
at Dortmund.
by the way.
Right,
That
and
was
then
justified.
what did Casey and Kiers turn to you and said he better do this, he better do that, because that he's set an expectation and now it's time to perform. He hasn't lived up to his hype. That's why you
But
I agree with that.
Gvardiol's expectation is nowhere near the size of what, because Sancho set the expectation for what he was actually doing for a minute, bro.
Exactly.
For a minute.
In
Gvardiol's
Champs and in
expectation
League.
is off of a really good World Cup and a good season.
And the Dynamo Zagreb too.
Even based on what Kiers said, I heard about Gvardiol before the World Cup. Going into the World Cup, he performed and it attracted interest. So of course,
He was before the World Cup. Yeah, he did have a bit of clout before the World Cup, but before that, listen, we're going around in circles. I'm just saying that he ain't the guy for me. I think he's being criminally overrated, but I think he's just a good. For me, he's a good centre back. He's just a good centre back. He's a good young centre back.
But like Ethan said, good centre backs that are this young, that's where you pay the premium, bro. Like, what else do you want him to? That's the price. Like, literally, that's the price.
I agree that that's the price. I'm just saying, in my humble opinion,
what Kiers said, you've got people like Saliba who was bought for 30 million, but Saliba hadn't done niche to prove himself, so he had to go and get loaned out 2 seasons in a row and be assessed and then come. This guy has been played at a high level, Champions League, World Cup, and performed. So of course his value is going to be a bit higher. Saliba was 30 million at the age of like 19 or something.
And now he's worth 100 mil.
But we know, but no one's saying, bro, we know you're gonna have to pay a certain price for a defender. I just think man are overgassing him for stuff they ain't watched on a small sample size.
How much is his price?
90 million euros.
90 mil, yeah.
77 million pounds.
Yeah.
77 million pounds.
Oh, it's 77.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Of course, that's the cost.
Again, this is see me again. I have to just one more time from the small sample size, man. I've actually watched of this guy and compared to how he's actually been rated, overrated, bro.
By the way, I'm seeing the chat saying, was Harry Maguire justified? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I was never justified.
We all know that weren't justified. We was
like, it's just a silly question. Of course he's not. But now I'm looking at Gvardiol 77 M's, Harry Maguire 8 M's. That's a bit similar. I'm gonna need to see something.
Oh yeah, listen, we will need to see something.
Yeah, that's what I'm
going to see something.
Off the back.
Yeah. I need now, because what to all these other fan bases, bro. Remember, Maguire came in when Van Dijk came. It was around the same time. Yeah, and they were saying, "Oh, which one's the better side of Van Dijk or Maguire?" Now, I'm looking at prime centre backs. I need something. I need something with levels, bro. Be real. So good luck to him.
Bro, I hear it. But listen, let's get to these 2 super chats and then a few of these comments because obviously, I had the super chats up. Man, you are finished. And big up H for the super chat, by the way, for the $5 super chat. Man United are finished. How much do you want to spend before you challenge, Corey? You are a finished club, admit it. You spend so much but do nothing. Ha.
Big up H.
Why do I feel like he was saying that one out loud? Like he was saying that.
It's true. He's not wrong.
Like he said that. He said that super chat.
It's like I'm leaving and there's people shouting at me and then like they focused on that one person. It's like traitor. That's him.
Fair enough. Big up H for his second super chat was also where he says, "Ears and Keith, I can't wait to collect my."
That's the one. That's the one.
That's that one as well.
Joshua says, "What's the keys? Big up H. Big up H."
Joshua says, "Hypocritical for months. If you signed him, you would be gassed regardless of the money."
Yeah,
I wouldn't be shrugging my shoulders and saying he could be as good as Van Dijk. I would say that's the first thing I'll say. And I have to see him, because how about this? Even with, there you go, he goes, look how much you gas Dominic Szoboszlai. Yeah, but Dominic Szoboszlai is not the best centre mid or one of the best centre mids in the league. He's not even top 10.
How much was Szoboszlai?
65.
70.
Yeah, Mons, we're gonna
70.
have a word about it.
70.
Well, I peeped it.
Yeah, he was 17.
Look at
You
that.
made-
Oh,
you
wait,
made
you
something
want to
flick
include
in
the
my
adults
head.
now? No, you're doing it again. You
Yeah,
want to do the
Mons,
adults?
What?
made something flick in my head.
Because none of them are telling me
Until
not to do
it's
that.
70.
70
Until it's
million.
70, G, it's 70.
He's 65
Why them
M's
say
as well.
Havertz is 65? Do they
It's
not?
65 M's.
Do they not?
No, it's not.
Do they not say Havertz is 65 M's? Yes or no?
Because he is.
Bro,
Let me know.
You
let me know.
You paid the 65. You
No,
paid the
no, I
65.
paid £60 million for Szoboszlai, Casey. So stop it. Go and get your facts right. Go and
So,
get
by
your
the way,
Okay,
I'm
let me check.
expecting a world beater. Just putting it out there.
Go,
Man
A
said a
world
world beater.
beater from
Why not?
Szoboszlai.
Why not? 70 million.
It was definitely
Six-
70 mil. It was
I
70
think
mil.
70
no, go back. It's not 70 mil. Go and look. Go and look.
70 mil,
Go and look.
no, 70 mil euros.
No.
So that's 62 mil
What?
pounds.
Gvardiol's 90 million euros.
Bro, forget Gvardiol. You paid 62 mil Great British pounds for Szoboszlai.
No, I paid
Forget
60
Gvardiol.
million. I paid 60 million. Anyway. I
Yeah,
paid 60.
Great British, correct, cool. So that's the same as Havertz.
Me
same
and my
as Blount,
yeah,
all that.
yeah.
The same
So
thing.
is Havertz supposed to be a world beater then?
Of course not.
Apparently so.
Why the-
According
No,
to you.
we've
people
gone
just
past the
average.
Havertz slander for the price tag, but
That's-
Szoboszlai went under the radar. Deep.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
I can't
100%.
lie, I thought it was like 40, 50.
No,
I can't lie.
but that's, again, but no one's saying he gets a blind. My point is, we're not signing Szoboszlai and going, you know what? Look at all the clout on man's name, and you know it's disrespectful.
Bro,
to
you
say
man was
that this guy's
speaking about.
amazing at
No, I'm not
21.
hearing that.
Bro,
I'm not hearing it. I'm not
like,
hearing it.
hey,
Bro, we wrote the
Szoboszlai's
whole
a good
thing on
midfielder.
Szoboszlai.
He's a
and
good
man was talking
midfielder.
there.
I have very high expectations for him, but he's not.
Mons, what are your expectations for Szoboszlai, by the way?
What's the
What?
mojo?
To come in, I think he should come in and transform my midfield. Same as McAllister. Exact same as McAllister. He should come in and show a different dimension to my midfield to take the pressure off the strikers.
For the instant
100%.
impact, yeah?
That's the
Goals,
one, that's the one.
assists, everything.
I want to see goals. I want to see assists. Obviously, again, it depends where he's played. But if he performs really well and he gets, I don't know, like 6 goals, 6 assists, I'm happy with that. That's way more than what we usually see from our 8s and the way we play. So I'm happy with stuff like that. But I'm saying the hype that Gvardiol is getting at a near £100 million price tag, bro, it's madness, G. It's madness.
By the way, how old is Szoboszlai?
22.
22. Right.
He's
And
22.
what's he done?
And it's my point. My point.
So no,
What has he done?
it wasn't your point, because you have to. Where's that? You got energy for Gvardiol, but not energy for Szoboszlai.
But I'm not shit. I'm not, bro. But I'm not here gassing up Szoboszlai. I'm not gassing him up.
Neither
Nah,
was
you
I.
was, bro. Yes, you
I said there's a
was, bro.
prospect there.
What months? You was in Croatia talking the maddest. You entered the stream on
Oh
badness.
yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did end the stream on badness.
I said, no,
Always let him get
100%.
away with that.
Yes, 100%. Because he's way better than everything I have. He's way better than everything I have. But he's not no world beater. He's not no world beater. You man treat Gvardiol like he's a world beater, and you haven't even watched him.
Again,
Well,
no one
you
said
could have
no
signed-
one said he's a
You
role
could have
beater.
signed Højbjerg for flipping 30 million and said he's way better than what you got. It doesn't mean nothing. You spent 70 million.
Højbjerg is crap. Højbjerg is crap. So,
Brother, I can't like at the
Højbjerg
time.
is crap.
you
Like,
could've
what
got
are we even
midfield.
talking about? What are we doing here?
Brother, I'll shot you for 30 million. At the time, you might get in. Big man thing.
Højbjerg is crap, Ethan.
Brother,
Bro, really of it is once.
not for what you.
Anyway, forget the Højbjerg stuff. Forget the Højbjerg stuff. What?
So that one killed me actually.
Yeah. Anyway, I was not, bro. Again, I know for a fact Ethan does not watch this guy for him to be propping him the way he props him. That's my issue. You have not. The sample size you have of Gvardiol compared to the prop is a heavy imbalance, in my opinion.
Brother, what
So
prop?
like,
I said Gvardiol was hard. I rated him at the World Cup. He looked cold. He was ball playing, comfortable on the ball, winning most duels. Like, he was looking phenomenal, strong, physique. I was thinking, yeah, this is a gem. Then City went.
What about Unahi? Is Unahi's price tag? Should that be 70 mil?
I didn't take him in like that. I didn't take him in.
Oh, but you took him.
Yeah. And by the way, Gvardiol joining City is a good asset to have, definitely.
Yeah,
But,
we know. But I'm saying that.
Bro,
anyone
I
that
think
plays-
you support
Certain-
City, Ethan. I can't lie, bro. Like these responses,
Man, I'm not seeing it.
Bro.
You're not
bro. Like
seeing
you're
it.
very defensive
Bro.
over these City players, bro. Like
Bro,
I'm starting. Kids bigged him up, but kids stopped speaking. Like you have been actively backing
Brother, I
this
need
brother,
to know why Monster
like he's
can
joining your club.
Gvardiol.
Like I'm a bit concerned.
Yeah, where's the Van der Ven bit? Where's the Van der Ven prop?
He said, bro, Gvardiol is hard. Like, he's hard.
You haven't even spoken about your own centre back, Ethan. You ain't even spoken about your own centre
I
back.
need to go back and show me where I said
Oh,
Gvardiol.
blimey.
Oh,
All right.
You said
He's
that
a
to me on
good
FaceTime.
prospect.
You said that to me on FaceTime.
We get it,
You have
Ethan. We
said
get it. You like
FaceTime,
City.
when
We
there's
get it.
no
You have said that
resolution.
to me on FaceTime.
You like City. All right. We
That
get
is
it.
funny, man.
Like, we get you like City, fam. Like, loud.
We get it. You like City, all right?
Scary, fam.
I get it.
Big man thing is scary.
Damn.
Yeah, see, you're all right. Guardiol's all right. Convo done.
No, we've all said he's
got
good.
bigger fish to
Everyone
fry,
on this panel has said he's
That's
good.
that's a combo done.
I've got bigger fish to fry, fam.
Guys, we got him. Guys, we got him.
Why did
We got him.
disrespect him for? Why did disrespect him for? Just join him. Why covered that?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
did disrespect him?
Fact, it's this one. Whatever month, man. Whatever month. You're right, man. Month,
Yeah,
you're right.
we
You're right.
get it. We get it.
The boss like Dominic. Mons, what number did Sabos get, by the way? Number 8.
You got the number 8, bro.
Yeah, I expect
number 8?
everything. That's Gerard's number. That is Gerard's number. So I expect massive stuff. Massive.
Yeah, cool. Ethan, they came from the same team, so yeah, I understand that. Ethan, as I said, I know you're hot right now, so you know I can
He
tell
has a
you're
Gerard tat as well, E.
He has a Gerard.
He has a Gerard
number. I was tempted to slap it.
hot. Yeah.
So let's say I got high expectations.
Anyway, Ethan, I can't even say I'll expect Van Dijk level from Gvardiol because he's not even a Tottenham player. So it's like I might as well go argue with a City fan. Oh wait, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know anymore.
There you go.
I don't know anymore.
It's got nothing to do with me.
You are arguing with my bro. You arguing with Ethan, bro.
Yeah, I
Ethan's
think
literally-
I am.
That's it. This is literally-
Ethan, I wish you fight for Tottenham this much. I wish you fight for Tottenham this much.
Good man, team.
Yeah. Where's that fight? Where's that fight when it comes to Tottenham?
I didn't.
I'm always in the blue. I'm always in the blue.
Yeah, which blue? Yeah, why are you in blue? Aren't Tottenham the Lily Whites?
Correct.
So why are you in
So why are
blue?
you in blue?
Still,
This is an exclusive night collab.
That's the one, Katie. That's the one. We got him. Why are you in blue? Hey, City blue. Light blue at that.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
I don't know, innit? Listen, people, we are going to end it there. We should be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock for the Liverpool All-Stars panel with obviously Kopish, James, and hopefully Sam as well. Make sure you guys smash the like button. We actually only got to 88 likes today.
Yeah.
The watch back's best slap. Not good enough, people. Big up the chat though. Obviously, we always appreciate you and what you do and what you support. Big up H for the super chats as well. Obviously, much appreciated. Big up Joel CP for his super chat as well. Big up all the members as well. Make sure to head over to Sam after this, to Sam's stream. He's live right now as well. Big up Kaz, Edwin, Honestly, Solo, Ethan, D1, KLFC, Bayesian Reds TV, Snake Eyes, Rums, ND, T, and Aiden Andrews. Take care, people. It's been another episode of Big Six Bants. We will see you soon. Make sure to smash a like and subscribe and support the channel. Drop a comment. Let us know what you think and take care. We'll see you soon.